Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. About 18 months ago, I embarked on a journey of showing people what I was cooking. I really enjoyed sharing everything about food, so a lot of my friends on Twitter suggested that I start a YouTube channel to share the joy I have with cooking. This was one of the first videos I did 18 months ago. Since then, obviously, we've progressed. We've found out various things about filming techniques and lighting and various other things. And whilst we're not perfect, I think these days our videos are very watchable indeed. So I've made a decision to do chili crisp eggs all over again. So today we're going to fry a couple of eggs in the now world famous chili crisp. But before we do embark on this mission, and I say it's a mission because we're going to tell you exactly how many minutes you need to produce the most perfect chili crisp fried eggs you've ever had. But first of all, let's have a closer look at chili crisp oil. So this is the brand I've always known. I'm not going to say it's the best brand because I'm sure there are other brands out there. This is the brand that I simply adore. It's also the biggest selling brand of chili crisp in the world. It's Laoganma. And it says here, crispy chili in oil. There's around about 8 ounces in the jar, 210 grams. And what I will say is different countries, whilst the colour rather of the label is the same, whilst all the logos are the same, all the illustrations are the same, in other countries the wording might differ, but the contents are the same. Let's have a look at those contents, shall we? So the ingredients, we've got 40% soya bean oil, followed by 35% chili. Next to that, we've got 8% onion. And when you spoon the chili crisp out, the onion, they look like tiny little raisins, but they really are quite delicious. After that, we've got fermented black beans, which is, of course, soya beans and water. And then we've got some salt. And then we've got the amazing Sichuan, and I'm sorry to any people out there if I pronounced it wrong, Sichuan peppercorns, absolutely wonderful, one of my favourite things. Then we've got a little bit of sugar, and then we have some flavour enhancer. I would imagine that is monosodium glutamate, and that's it. All I can say now is, shall we take a closer look on the texture of the chili crisp itself before we fry our eggs? So basically what we have here is we have about a third pure chili in the jar. That's represented by crispy bits of chili and seeds. There's also those tiny little raisins that I said before. I'm just trying to maneuver the spoon so you see those little brown raisins. Can't quite work out. There is one there. There is one just at the front of the spoon. If we can just zoom in on that. See, it almost looks like a raisin or even a sultana or even a currant, but that's an onion. So basically, it's you've got your 40% oil and you've got your 35% chili, and all the other ingredients, the other quarter of the ingredients are made up with everything that we've already mentioned. And that's basically it. It's crunchy, it's nutty, and it's not hot. I will say it's not hot, even though you think it's going to be. There is a little bit of heat, but what's happened is that the heat of the oil has taken away some of the severity of the chili itself. And when you taste this, you'll be surprised at exactly how medium it is. It's just not hot. Right, let's fry these eggs, shall we? Okay then, I've got a tablespoon of neutral oil in the pan. I'm using sunflower oil, and I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of chili crisp in with that oil. We're going to give this about 3 or 4 minutes to get nice and sizzly. Sizzly? Sizzly? It's sizzling, you numpty. Now I'm using a very, very low flame, the smallest gas flame on my cooker range. But before we add the eggs, we want to get that sizzling away. So before I add the eggs, I want to make a little space in the middle. Once I've done that, I'm going to slowly add my eggs. So put the eggs in the pan, give it just 1 minute, just 1 minute without the lid. So after 1 minute now, we're going to just gently and carefully spoon over our hot chili from the outside of the pan, and we're going to cover the white uncooked bits of the egg. So the egg white, the hot chili, we're going to sit the hot chili crisp on the white of the egg. Now I'm going to put the lid on, and we're going to time that for 90 seconds only, and we're on a medium flame. If you go a high flame, I would go 60 seconds, but I'm doing 90 seconds only. So 90 seconds later, the steam has covered our eggs. I'm going to pop these onto the plate. Hopefully my camera person will follow me. I'm also going to just drizzle the oil over the egg. Okay, just to demonstrate how perfect these eggs are. Nice close up on those oozy yolks. And obviously, if you prefer your eggs a little more cooked, an extra 10 to 20 seconds, and a little less cooked, less 10 to 20 seconds. For me, that's perfection. That's exactly how I want my chili crisp eggs. Hopefully, you guys can go away from this video, cook yourself the most amazing chili crisp eggs, and please let me know how you get on. As usual, if you haven't subscribed, a great way of supporting the channel is to subscribe. Don't forget to share and tell your friends about the food revolution going on over on the channel with Chef Archie Pie. I'm going to get stuck into these eggs. They look absolutely perfection.